animal diversity. So the first thing you need to know is that all animals are multicellular. The first level is going to be whether an animal has true body tissue or not.
Sponges have no tissues, and other organisms are under tissues so that they have a different breakdown. They go into whether they're symmetrical, means that if they're radical, they don't have that in the middle symmetry. They would if they were bilateral, which also breaks down into our layers.
So all organisms or all animals are going to have an ectoderm and an endoderm layer. But what makes the difference between 2 layers and 3 layers is whether that animal has a mesoderm, which would be referred to as the white meat. So if that animal has 3 germ layers, then they're going to go on to the next level. But if they only have those 2 layers, then they're going to be called cnidarians.
The next level talks about our openings, basically how an animal is based on their digestive tract, whether they're incomplete or not, and their mouth development. So if an animal is able to use their second opening for the embryo, then they are echinoderms, or they're chordates. The first opening of the embryo, they are going into the periodic molting, or they have any type of DNA sequences.
So if they do go through periodic molting, which is basically shedding, they will be either called arthropods or roundworms. But if they don't go through that molting, that's just going to be the characteristic of larvae and DNA sequences. So they're going to go into 3 categories, which is going to be annelids, mollusks, and flatworms.
All right, it's time to play Biology Cube.
What's the third part?
Hayden or Jay Booger. In our left corner, we got India Dirt Baby Mama. In our right corner, we have, drum roll please, Cooking with Maya. First question survey.
I am an animal that has no tissue.
A sponge.
That's a point for Cooking with Maya. Survey, what's our next question?
I am an animal that has a bilateral layer and tissue, and I have a second opening in the embryo. What am I?
Oh,
Echinoderm.
the Dirt Baby Mama, she coming out of hiding. She coming out of hiding.
All right, survey. What's our next question?
Development question. In our bilateral symmetry, first opening of embryo, what are the 2 characteristics that take place?
Period molting and characteristic larvae in the DNA sequence.
That is a point, another point for India,
For
also
Dirt
known
Baby.
as Dirt's Baby Mama.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh. Survey, what's our next question?
Also a characteristic question. What is it called when the first opening of the embryo is highlighted after the layers?
Protozoan.
A point.
A first point.
First point.
J Booger.
Yeah.
Big J Booger, not the small one.
Yeah. All right, survey. What's our next question?
Which type of symmetry provides 3 germ layers?
Bilateral.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the right answer.
There are 2 different ones. You got bilateral symmetry and you got radical, but the bilateral one does provide 3 germ layers. Period.
That means we need a tiebreaker.
We need a tiebreaker. Dirt Baby Mama or Cooking with Maya?
Me.
Who gonna be the
You
winner?
finna get ate
Oh, oh,
No,
You
oh.
about to get cooked.
Oh. All right, survey. This the fast money round. Fast money,
Fast
cash
fast
money
money.
round.
All right, you ready for your question?
No, you in front of it.
no,
So,
no,
oh,
no.
yeah.
Ooh, are we ready, contestant?
Yes, we
Yeah, I guess.
All right now. So your question is going to be, what secondary classification does periodic molting fall under? Ooh, Maya, what's your answer? Hey!
Easy dice